Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this episode are those of the GOAT, or the greatest of all Titos, and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of all Titos or uncles around the world. Possibly a few, but definitely not all.
For someone who has lived in Parañaque for all of his life, living in the South for all of his life, and was given a chance to kind of live in a forward-thinking city such as Taguig, or more famously known as Bonifacio Global City. As a Tito who looks for the next futuristic thing, wants to be on top of anything, any gadget, yung medyo sikat, medyo new technology, I don't think BGC is for me. So over the weekend, I stayed at BGC with my family for the long weekend. We got to experience firsthand how is it to be somewhat a citizen of Taguig City, also known as BGC. It's a little bit too much for me. I mean, the lifestyle, the culture that you would need to adjust to, it's kind of too much for this Tito to handle, and I'm fine with where I am right now. Hindi ako excited tumira sa ganung klaseng lugar. Where everything is, shall I say, handed to you. The exclusivity, the access to almost anything and everything that you can think of, from technology to food to lifestyle. Totoo nga yung tinatawag nilang BGC is the 15-minute city, wherein you can basically go through the entire city in just 15 minutes and could have already tried everything that city has to offer. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that city is not for me. It's too fast-paced. And I realize that, I'm more conservative than I give myself credit for. Masyadong fast-paced. I like it. I like at the direction of where that city is going. It is an ideal city. Kasi I'm sure a lot of people who live there are paid quite well. And since everything is within reach, the need for a car is not that necessary. You could walk, you could take a bike, you could take an e-scooter, you could take their bus that goes around. You do not necessarily need to have a car to get around that city. But then there are also some things within that city that I think are kind of overhyped, like the food, for example. I mean, yeah, you have to give them credit that the food is good. But if you've already experienced somewhat the same quality of food for a much cheaper price, medyo masaspoil ka sa ganong klaseng buhay. And the food that they offer there, though extensive, though masarap, medyo mahal. Hindi siya budget friendly for at least this Tito. I'm sure a lot of you who live there for almost all their life, or at least majority of their life, or would want to stay there. My sister and her family find it like a good place to live in, even with a family. Wala masyadong bahay doon, puro condo yung tirahan doon. But they don't mind. They like it. Siguro bakasyonan pa, but not something that I would be excited to wake up to and work for. I don't know. Siguro kailangan ko na ma-experience yung ganong klaseng buhay din. I mean, as someone who also works in that city. Or siguro it's like have like check in an Airbnb for like a whole work week and do an actual work there. Who knows? But so far, the Tito is not too excited about it, about living and working there. I'm fine where I am. A lot of the things that they offer there, meron na rin dito sa South, sa Alabang, sa Parañaque. So it's not that exciting for me. I would want to be able to get to everywhere else by just walking, not needing to drive a car to. Aside from that, parang yun lang. Parang yun lang for me at least, yung nilamangan ni BGC that is attractive to me. That's my thought on BGC. Hit me in the comments below if you disagree. And let's have a conversation. Tignan natin. Maybe you could convince me otherwise. Bye.